Hello, Cancer. Your energy feels a bit better this week. It's been a bit of a roller coaster, hasn't it, recently for you? I'm kind of getting this kind of like que sera, sera energy for you. It's like what will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. I feel like it's like it's like you're handing. I don't know. It's like somebody's. I'm getting this energy from you that's like, you know best. I trust you. Like, I trust in the decision you're making. Like, it's in your hands. Um, so I feel like if something's out of your hands, I feel like you've put almost like that you've put the decision making or the responsibility into someone else's hands. But it's like, I know that you've got the good. I know that you're the person for the job. I know that you've got good intentions here. I know that you have thought a lot about this. It's like, but it also comes with this kind of sense of like you don't really agree, but you're going along with it, and it's kind of like on your head be it. Like if it all goes badly, you know what? You made this decision. That's how it's kind of coming through. I don't know why it's funny to me as well. I've kind of gone and got just to kind of wake myself up a little bit. I've got this kind of like bolt from the blue innocent smoothie juice, but it's in a Guinness glass. It's just funny to me. I keep seeing the Guinness glass, but with this like healthy healthy smoothie in it. I don't know. And there's a harp on it as well. So somebody could be harping on about something, and you're like, do you know what? I'm sick of hearing about this. Can you just like go and do what you want to do? But if it all goes wrong, it's on you. That kind of thing. So we'll see. We'll see what comes out in your reading. Cancerian energy, please, for Thursday. What do you have for Thursday, please? So this reading is timeless. So when it finds you, it's your reading at that time. If it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. It's a general reading. It's not a personal reading. So while I may be saying you, I'm not specifically speaking to you. It's a universal you, right? So take anything that resonates, leave anything that doesn't quite fit. It's just somebody else's message. Okay, there's going to be messages for you, messages for other people. It's gender's very fluid in tarot, so interesting cornucopias on the bottom there. That just came through for Gemini. Maybe you're in the cornucopia. So that's like a little thing for me. The way it came through, just to explain what I'm saying, Gemini had this thing where there was like the VIP room. Maybe you're in the VIP room, is how that was coming through. So yeah, leave anything that doesn't fit. Gender's very fluid in the tarot, so it may be a man or a woman on the card, a king or a queen. I may talk about feminine or masculine energies. It's just a way for me to explain what's going on. But just know that just because it's a man on the card and you're a female watching this, if you think that's you, take it. If you think that's somebody else, take it that way as well. It doesn't matter about the gender, basically. Just switch it around as you need to. Yeah, that's everything I need to say and get off my chest. I feel like that's it. Somebody's had to get something off the chest. It's like you've listened, you've gone, okay, I hear, it's like you saying, I hear you, I hear what you're saying. I don't agree, but I understand that this is something you've got to do. Like the responsibility for this is in your hands, right? What will be, will be. How, I don't know how this is going to play out, but I can see that you're kind of hell-bent on making this decision. It's kind of how it's come through. Okay, so what else, please, for Cancer? What's going on, please, for Cancer? Woo! Blossoming abundance. There you go. You're on the way to the cornucopia. The sun. Right. Well, this is. Oh, thank goodness. Cancer. Yes. This is looking on the bright side. This is being hopeful. The sun is like a big energy boost. It's clarity. It's like I'm feeling like with that kind of field energy, it's like things are out in the open now. You understand. It's like you understand the emotions of someone else. Where I feel like somebody else around you has either been bottling things up, or it's almost like maybe not saying something because they want to keep the peace. But now that they've said it, now that they've opened up emotionally about something, you understand where they're coming from. It's like you've got clarity now. I feel like it's been bothering you. Because you've not, it's like because you've got that real intuition, right? You're connected to the moon, you're connected to your emotions, you've got good intuition, emotional intuition. You've been sensing that something's off with somebody. It's like, I know you've got something to say to me. I know that you're hiding something from me. And it's almost like it's better now that it's out in the open. It's like, right, okay, I understand. I feel like you understand where someone else is coming from. So there's hope here. It's like it's going to go, things are going to Yeah, it's hope. There's like the emotions, the waters have cleared, right? The storm has passed. The ground's still a little bit uneven, right? It's the abundance is blossoming. It's not here yet. So it's like things are still a bit unsteady. Things are a bit unsure. But it's like, I feel like it's like we're going to figure this out. I know you've got to do what you've got to do. We're going to figure this out. And there is a lot of hope for the future here. There's some really good things. There's like pentacles in the trees. There's these butterflies. So there's some kind of change involved in this. I feel like, again, you tend to be a bit of a hermit, you know, that crab energy. You like your shell, you like your home. You kind of resist change a little bit. I wonder if you're I'm just wondering if you're a mutable sign or a... I'm just going to Google it. I don't think... would you be a cardinal sign? I feel like Hang on. Is Cancer I think you're going to be a fixed sign. A fixed sign. You're a cardinal sign. So you do like... I really thought you'd be a fixed sign. You like to go for new opportunities then. You have a lot of ideas. You like to take lead. You can be a bit bossy perhaps. You like to steer the ship. So you've given the control of the ship to somebody else. But it's like you're trusting that they're going to steer you to a place where there's going to be a lot of good stuff, right? There's going to be a lot of good things there. Community there. So it could be that there's more people involved. It's not just you. So there's this sense of responsibility for not just you, but for other people. I feel like it's better for you when you can enjoy the abundance and when you can be a part of the community and you can kind of like be part of the group and have less of the responsibility. When you can be more creative, but have less of the kind of like the burdens on your shoulders. I think you're happier like that. So it could be that you're giving a lot of the burdens over to somebody else, right? And it frees up your time to kind of... It's like, these are your friends. Just give me a second, actually. Yeah, so I've just noticed that she's actually got... I've never noticed this before. She's got a palette, like a painter's palette in her hands. So I think that you bring the colour, right, to the party. It's like, this is you and these are all your friends. You bring the colour, you bring the creativity. You're kind of like... It's like you like being with these people. These people... like it's like either you bounce ideas off each other, or I get kind of like almost like you... do you know what I'm kind of getting? If you've seen Mean Girls, what's her name, Gretchen, she's like, right, on this day we all wear pink, and they kind of follow you. So you have the creative ideas and they kind of like follow you, right? But it feels very feminine, very supportive, very nurturing. Like, you feel good when you're with these people. It's like, that's where you're... Because look at all the stuff around the edges of this. It's like, that's where your abundance is. That's happy family. Yeah, look, it could be like sisters or something, right, as well. Like, sisters, best friends. Again, don't worry about the gender of the card. Or, you know, like a book club, like a group of people, right? Like... It's like you go out with your girls, like you go out, you all look really, really good. You've done everybody's makeup. Maybe you're a makeup artist or something, right? You've done everybody's makeup. You've done the hair. Everybody looks really good. You kind of all like... you know, you look good as a group as well. You've coordinated your outfits, and it's like, you know, even this is a family, like a traditional family. You can talk about like a, you know, social group family as well. It's like you go out, you feel really good, you have a really good time with these people. It's like healing. You let go of all the stresses, you let go of the responsibilities. These people give you strength, right? They're supportive to you. That's where your abundance is, right? That's where you're happy. So I feel like somebody else has taken a lot of responsibility out of your hands. And even though there's a kind of reluctance to give this person the wheel, it's like, you know that they're right. You know that you're better off. Excuse me, that's my son. It's really funny. My son's been at his friend's house, and I can't remember which reading it was, but I was getting something about it's like a VR headset, and he went at his friend's house. He played with VR, so it's just really funny. Like the coincidences aren't coincidences, right? The consistency of those things. Yeah. So something you were responsible for, some kind of practical matter. It was stressing you out. Someone else said, "Look, let me take responsibility for this. Let me take it out of your hands." You were reluctant. You did it, and you're actually like, "Oh, actually, I realize now this frees up my time to do things that make me feel better, to do the things that I'm naturally good at, right? That go out and have fun with my friends." Is how that's coming through, or with family. So that's good. That's good, right? I'm relieved actually, because I can feel that you've been really stressed out recently. The Eight of Cups, a roll of the die. See, I feel like it was a roll of the die with you, or the dice, because there's two of them. I feel like it was a roll of the dice for you, of like, you felt like it was a bit of a gamble. It was like, but I like having the responsibility. It's like, it's coming through as almost like control. It's like, I like having the control over this. And so it's a reluctance to give up the control. It was a bit, it felt risky to you. It's like, I don't know if this is something that I should do, or you felt like somebody else was taking a bit of a gamble here. But it's like you trusted them, or you allowed them to have the responsibility. With it being the Eight of Cups, there is a sense of having to walk away from someone or something here. I feel like it's walking away from some sort of responsibility or burden, something that it's like, maybe it's like a certain role that you had to play. It doesn't even feel like that. It just feels like specific responsibilities. It feels like, say you were, the example that popped into my head before was like, say you were responsible for decorating the house or keeping the house clean and tidy, but you couldn't keep on top of it. It stressed you out. It made you grumpy. And it's like, you've walked away from that responsibility now. So you've I don't know, you've employed a cleaner, or you've employed painters and decorators, right? Or, your husband, your wife, they convinced you, let's just pay someone to do it. Let's just pay someone to decorate. And so it's like, you're not controlling it right now. You're not micromanaging it, but you've walked out of the house. You've gone out with your friends. You've had a great time. And you know what? Like, those other people are taking care of that thing that was stressing you out. So it feels like it was a gamble to give this up, to relinquish control, but I think you have made the right decision here. Is there anything else? It's giving me jelly as well. I don't know if you've been eating jelly, like jelly cubes. It could be something to do with jelly cubes. Excuse me. Excuse me. I drank a bit of that juice down the wrong way. It's like really acidic. Anything else, please, for Cancer? Anything else for Cancer? I'm so relieved that you're getting a nice reading. Anything else, please, for Cancer? So this... Which way, please? Ooh. Yeah, it's in the reverse. Okay, so you may have felt very unlucky with something. Sorry about that noise in the background. There may have been a twist of the wheel that didn't go in your favor, right? It's like you walked away from something because the fortunes declined here. Something didn't work out. There was bad luck in a situation, a gamble that didn't pay off, right? A gamble that didn't pay off. So you walked away from it. So again, take what resonates, leave anything that doesn't. What I would get here would be like, you took a gamble, you bought a house, right? You bought a house, you had all these great ideas of like how you were going to paint it. This is sort of shown to me as like a color wheel. You had all these ideas about how you were going to paint it, how you were going to decorate it, how you were going to do it up. Something changed. COVID happened, right? The property market slowed down. You weren't able to do what you wanted to do. You invested money in it, but it didn't pay out. It's like, all right, do you know what? It's like, I'm just going to cut my losses. I'm going to sell the house as it is. We've not finished it. It's half decorated. I'm not happy with it. I couldn't get anything to work. Every time I tried to do something, we had a problem. I tried to tile the bathroom and, you know, the plumbing broke. We thought we could replace the pipe. We had to end up replacing the whole bathroom suite. It's like, it just got worse and worse. It was like a money tank, a money pit. So it's like, do you know what? We'll cut our losses. Yes, we had bad fortune. Yes, we lost money in this. Feels a bit like Taurus's reading as well. I don't know if you're dealing with the Taurus, because it was like they were taking responsibility for something. So it's like you're walking away from it. It's like, do you know what? We're going to draw a line under it. We're going to sell it. We know we took a loss here, but we've learned lessons from it, right? We've not. We know we'd do it differently next time. So walking away from it. But there's something again to do with like it's your input. So again, it's like so you don't get to put your input into it anymore. You don't get to put your creative ideas into something anymore. Or it tanked because you weren't able to put your creative ideas into it. It's funny, I'm holding my hand like that, like the same thing. It's like how I was getting the idea of like something to do with the house, like you were decorating the house, you had your own ideas, you had your own creative input. It turned out to be the wrong call, or you know, your input wasn't taken on board and therefore it didn't work out. It's something like that. King of Pentacles, you could be dealing with a King of Pentacles. Typically, again, it's Taurus energy. I don't know if you've got a Taurus that you're dealing directly with. You know, you can see he's kind of like a banker here, a financial advisor. What's that? 6 of Cups here as well. Nostalgia for the past. This could be like a father figure for you, a grandfather. Could be a boss. It could be a husband. Doesn't have to be Taurus or any of those things. It could be a woman. But this is somebody who is, this person's really good with money. This person would never make a risky investment, right? They would calculate the stock market. They would look at all the different aspects. They'd have itineraries. They'd have all the bills. They'd look at all the costs. This person is very, very experienced in financial matters. So this could literally be a financial advisor for you, a mortgage broker. It could be somebody that's you're dealing with who's helping you. I feel like this is the person who's taking things out of your hands, because this is a person who's very, very good at the responsibilities. This is somebody who's really good at the day-to-day practical, tangible matters. It's actually a really good match for you, Cancer, because you can be quite a homebody, but you tend to be more of a, you can be very nurturing. You've got a lot of emotional investment. You love your home life. You tend to be that more creative energy. This person's very, very steady, very steadfast, very dependable. This person is the person that you can rely on, that keeps you steady, okay? So could be something to do, I do feel like there's something with money here, because like look, he's got the safe open. It could be, don't go to loan sharks, you know, but you could definitely have somebody here who's helping you with finances. It could be like I know it's tax season, I think, in America, right? It could be like you tried to do your own taxes, you made a big mess of it. You thought, do you know what, I'm just going to pay someone else to do my taxes. It could be that. It's like this person knows what they're doing, right? I just got myself into a mess. I got myself really stressed. This person can deal with the taxes. I'm going to go out and go on a shopping trip with my friends. Right? Spend the money back that I got from it. I don't know. But yeah, this is the person who's helping you, I think. It doesn't feel like your energy. You feel like the person who's like left, you know, let the responsibility go. So this is the person who's taken the responsibility. But they're good at it, right? They're a natural, they're experienced. Yeah. Something about time, something, could be someone from your past. Is that the Ace of, what is that? Is that the Fool? No, that can't be the Fool. What is that? It's not the Emperor, surely. What is that card? Who are you? Number 1. It's not the Fool, because the Fool's 0. The Magician. Planning. Establish a line of conduct to make your dreams come true and act according to strategy, but with flexibility. Isn't that a funny magician? Mending his shoes. You could have, this person feels like it's this person, right? They're like, they're very good at practical things. They've got everything they need, all the tools at their disposal. It's like maybe a bit miserly, maybe a bit of a Scrooge. It's like, why are you buying new shoes, right? Just let me take those shoes to the who fixes shoes? I can't think what they're called. The person, they'll put a new heel on it, right? You don't have to get new shoes. You can just replace the heel, right? It's like that can be fixed. It's like, why would you buy a new one when you could just fix it? So they've got a bit of a miserly mindset, but okay, it could be like someone from your past. could be that you've had some sort of, oh my God, look, it almost looks like they're out shopping as well. Like, I feel like you've had some kind of money restriction placed on you because it's like a password, Four of Pentacles energy. So there's some kind of blockage here. Some kind of protection in place. It could be like, you've got a cap on your credit card, right? You can only spend $500 at a time, £500 at a time. You could be, you're not allowed to spend money online. You're not allowed to go online shopping anymore. There's like could be like this person's cancelled some of your credit cards, right? They're like, no, you're not using your credit cards anymore until you've paid off your debts. It's like, you're not happy with it, right? You're not happy about it. But you kind of reluctantly agree, and you kind of know that this person's right. So yeah, they've taken control of the situation. You've released control, but it's giving you the time to kind of focus on other things, I think, rather than stressing about it all the time. What else, please, for Cancer? What else, please, for Cancer? What else, please, for Cancer? I just heard power of attorney. I don't know what that means. Is that when someone else takes control of your finances because you can't control your spending? Is that what that is? Is that what they had with Britney? Because I had that with Britney Spears as well, like, a while back. It was like somebody had to take control of like someone else's. It's like someone had to forcibly take responsibility for somebody else because they couldn't be trusted with their own money, kind of thing. I feel like you're in agreement. Oracle of Delphi and Light of the World is the advice here. You're better with the creative stuff. Fated meeting. Possibly some kind of soulmate thing going on here for you. It's like somebody came into your life for a reason, right? You were fated with it because this is the soulmate card. This is like, oh my God, like, I think I had a dream about you and now you're actually here in my life. This is soulmate. This is soulmate energy. Somebody from your past returning. You could bump into someone from your past and it's like, oh my God, you are just the person I needed. I needed a financial advisor. It's like you meet someone from school. Like, you've been really worried about your finances. Everything feels like it's gone wrong. You need advice. You need somebody who's a professional in this. You bump into someone from school. You say, oh my God, what did you do with your life? They say, I'm a financial advisor. And you're like, oh my God, I need a financial advisor. It was meant to be. The Oracle of Delphi, I feel like you're the creative. You're the Oracle. It's your creative input that's what you're good at, because you're showing us like this person who's got like the makeup set, the artistry, and that's not to undermine you. That's a skill and a talent. When you're doing up a house, you have the builders who place the bricks. You could give a builder, you could say to a builder who's very practical, go and decorate the house, and they'd be like, I don't have any design skills. You could get the designer to try and lay bricks, and they're like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't want to break my nails. So there's different people with different skills. You don't have to be good at everything. You just have to be good at what you're good at, right? And you're good at being the creative, I think. Okay. And then this other person, I feel like it's like patriarchy, like this patriarchal energy. You could have resisted this because you could have felt like, I feel like you were a bit feminist about this, and that's a brilliant thing, right? Feminism is great. Feminism is like, I can do anything a man can do. And I think you had that mindset of it. It's like, I don't need my dad to come and bail me out here. I'm kind of getting that episode of, have you seen Broad City? There's an episode of Broad City where one of the girls is trying to do her own taxes, and it's just a hot mess, and she goes and gets this financial advisor who isn't helpful, and she messes up the interview. So she's like, do you know what, I'm just going to mail all my receipts to my parents, and they can do it for me like they do every year. So it's like, you tried to be independent, you tried to do this thing for yourself, and it didn't work out, and you finally admitted that, oh, okay, so maybe I do need my dad to help me out here. It's like a blow to the ego, right? It's like, because feminism's brilliant. It's brilliant, it really, really is. But we all have things that we're good at, and we all have things that, skills we need to develop. And I think you tried to run before you could walk here with something, because it was like a pride thing. It's like, I don't need my dad to do this for me. I don't need my husband to do this for me. I can do this. You took on too much. You got very stressed. You felt burdened, you mucked it up. This person's like, will you just let me do your taxes? Will you just go and decorate the house and I'll deal with the mortgage? And you're like, okay. It's like a blow. It really does feel like a blow to the ego. It's like, oh, patriarchy, woman won again. How dare they? Yeah, that explains the reluctance, right? I understand now. Cancer. Because Cancer is a very, very feminine energy. Again, it doesn't matter if you're male, female, however you identify. The energy of Cancer, the moon energy, it's feminine energy, yin energy, right? It's the receptive energy. So you've relinquished control. You're like, just, let my dad do what he's good at. Let my husband control the finances. Fine. I know I spent too much money. I know I spent too much at H&M. Oh, I'll just go and paint the walls. I'm good at that. The Pythia, or I'm not trying to undermine you, okay? I'm just telling you what the cards are saying. I'm not trying to enforce gender politics. If you're watching this reading and you're a woman and you're like, no, I identify with the energy that's good at finances, and I've had this other person, my husband has been spending so much money, he thinks he's creative. If you want to switch it, you can switch it. I'm just telling you what the cards are saying to me. Gender politics aside, as I said right at the beginning of the reading, gender's fluid in tarot. It is what it is, right? The Pythia, or the priestess at Delphi, sits upon a high three-legged seat. Steam gently rises from a small fissure in the ground. Nearby, a robed priest prepares to write upon an open scroll. While the Pythia psychically receives the perceptions from Apollo, it is the priest who interprets her pronouncements. In this, we see the two important keys in psychic experience: perception and interpretation. Exactly what I was just saying to you. It's up to you to interpret what I'm saying. If it fits your situation, it fits. If it doesn't, don't force it to fit. Use your intuition to work out who's who, what is a message for you, and what is a message for somebody else, right? Exactly what I was saying. I just read the cards. You know your situation best. Okay? Don't take everything that I say literally. When you receive this card, you're in a great time of insight and psychic power. Even if you don't recognize it yet, it lies very close to your consciousness because you have used this gift in so many past lives. Oh my God, past lives. All right, sliding doors much. You may get images or feelings without knowing how to interpret them. Take notes as you practice both your psychic perceptions and their interpretations. Just as they gave the Oracle of Delphi a profound awareness, your psychic perceptions and their interpretations give you a powerful insight and an Akashic vision for the world. I'm actually, at the end of the reading, I'll just run through the stuff that I got last night, just in case any of that's relevant to you. Again, it's like one of those things, I don't know why it means anything, but maybe it means something to you. Close your eyes and go within. Feel your psychic energy growing, expanding upwards from the very depths of your being. Now notice the first thing that you sense. So when you tune in, when you kind of meditate, what pops into your head? You may hear songs, you may hear words, you may see things, whatever comes to you, just pay attention to it. Does it mean anything to you? It might not. It might be a message for somebody else. Light of the world. I like this card. An old sage holds a glowing lantern and knocks on a door with no latch. A young man inside is too distracted to answer the knock. Your divine being is trying to get your attention. So this is like the higher self, the voice within, right? That's kind of Christina Aguilera. All it takes is a moment of your awareness to open the door. Though your life may be busy, the opportunity now presents itself for you to move into a higher awareness. It's a great time to open to your higher self and all its wisdom and powers. It is your soul, your eternal being who approaches, but it's up to you and only you to open the door. I just realised it's on page number 69, lewd. You do that by taking real and regular action in knowing and feeling the wise and radiant being you are forever. Through meditation and study, you can own that enormous love, power, and vision. You can make every day sacred by going within. Once you do, you will know a radiant and greater power in every step and in every word. You will be able to you will be able to bring this magnificent force to your world, changing your life forever. With a deep breath, you fill yourself with the grace and peace and light of your higher self. Your vision opens to a wider universe, and you realize that you have all the time and power in the world. Eternity fills you. Okay, so that's looking really nice, isn't it? That's good, Cancer. Well done. I'm just happy to get a nice reading for you. Really, really am. And do you know what? This person, I feel, has your best interests at heart. You know, this person's looking after you. So let them. If they're willing to look after you, let them look after you. You know, count your blessings. See it as a good thing. It's funny because I've got Cancer North Node. It's the only, I think it's the only water placement. No, because I've got Scorpio Jupiter. I don't have a lot of water in my chart. And so, when I've read the description of what it means to have Cancerian North Node and Capricorn South Node, it's like, stop trying to take control, stop trying to do everything yourself, let people look after you. So it's the same thing. It's like, let people feed you, let people do the jobs for you, let people take the burdens, and just go and have fun and be creative, right? That's... It's hard to release control sometimes, but sometimes it's the right thing to do, right? All right, so let's get you a song for your reading to close it out. As I'm pulling up Spotify, I just want to remind you to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a like if this reading particularly resonated for you. I love to hear comments if you've got any comments. If you want to come in as a stealth watcher as well, that's perfectly fine. I don't expect anyone to have to, I don't want to pressure any of you. You don't have to subscribe, like, or leave a comment if you don't want to. If you feel like it's a reading for one of your friends or somebody that you know, please do feel free to pass this reading forward. It helps out the channel. And yeah, I think that's everything I have to say. Oh, I have got the intuitive messages if you want to hang on till the end there. Time after time, that was what came through for Gemini. So Cancer. Anyone who's particularly resonating with this reading right now, anyone thinking, oh my God, I do need to let my dad do my taxes, whatever that is, what do they need to hear right now? Big yellow taxi, put up a parking lot. That's the Rita Ora version from the NYC studios. Big yellow, maybe you're going to New York. Don't they live in New York, in Broad City? Rita Ora. Paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Don't know if there's something to that with you. Right. And what advice do anyone who's resonating with this reading right now, what is the best advice you have for them? The End by Alesso and Charlotte Lawrence. It does look a lot like you're walking away from something. It's the end of some sort of situation, whether that's just dropping responsibilities, right? So whatever that advice is, go and check it out. Use your interpretation to know what is trying to come through for you there. It could be, don't take anything too literally. Take it as advice, not something that you have to do, right? Just go and check it out, see what you get from it. Right, I'm going to just quickly run through all the intuitive messages because I feel like they could have been for you. I put them in that Tell Me Anything reading, but you never know. I heard the word tapestries. I had something about rewriting the jigsaw to make a new picture. Excuse me, I keep getting stuff about a jigsaw, but it's like somebody finally had the missing piece, or they were looking for the missing piece. They finally had the missing piece, didn't like what they saw, so they rearranged the jigsaw and made a new picture. It's like a two image jigsaw. Nothing wasted, everything is here. So that magician energy, nothing's ever wasted. Everything you need, you already have. You just have to look at things from a different angle. I've got something that's scribbled down here that I cannot read. Say yes, maybe. Making something of nothing. I saw a robin, like a robin redbreast. Then I saw, it was like a little funny dream. I was outside a house, and there were two men outside the houses next door. So I looked to the left, there was a man outside that house. I looked to the right, there was a man outside that house. I was looking at my house. One of the men had a big beard. Then I was inside a car on the left hand side at the front. So in the UK that'd be the passenger seat. In the US or other countries that'd be the driver's seat, so take it as it resonates. But it was the left hand side, and one of these men threw something at the windshield, walked past the windshield and threw something, broke the windshield, and it kind of, when it does that spider web, like that crack, like it's like a big spider web, So that could be something for somebody. Again, it's like what this was saying. It's like, I do not know why I get these messages. I don't know what it means, but I get them. I woke up, made a note of that. I heard the words. Now, I didn't hear a song by them. I heard the words Pink Floyd, like somebody was saying Pink Floyd. Then I heard She Bangs by Ricky Martin. So if any of that made any sense to you, take it. If it didn't, leave it for somebody else. I don't know why the messages come through, like the Oracle Delphi. I just say what I get. It's up to somebody else to interpret it, right? The responsibility for that is in your hands. I hope that was helpful, Cancer. So relieved to have a better reading for you, because you've been starting to dread your readings when you've had the difficult ones. So just keep doing you, keep doing what you're good at, and try not to burden yourself with things that could be put into someone else's hands. Cancer, I hope you've enjoyed your reading today. I do love you, and I'm so happy I'm not shouting at you anymore. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.